Now Brandon plays the song. You better be ready, Colby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today in 2020. We have with us at the table, standing 6'4", weighing in at 110 pounds, soaking wet, Mr. Alex Schreer.
Where's the applause button? Applause.
Yay.
We have standing at 6 foot whatever, Mr. Fastest Time of the Month at the racetrack, John Hebrink.
Oh, pause. Hey.
You get 2 applauses.
Oh, woohoo.
And to my left, Edward Truly Hands, Brandon the Machine, Maine.
The machine. Well, hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the podcast. We haven't done this in forever.
Welcome to a new decade.
Everyone's been kind of yelling at us.
We're in 20s.
Yep, now we're in the 20s and we're starting new podcasts every day. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. That's
Hopefully
impossible.
not. That'd be rough.
That means we have no time. That means we're not doing anything.
Be a rough one right there.
Yes.
Anyways, welcome back to On the Wheel.
Yeah, today what are we doing? We're doing like a kind of like a 2019 recap of highlights, right? And then like roll into what our 2020 visions are. Brandon, you're wearing sunglasses inside.
Yep.
Because it's
It's a
daytime.
podcast thing. You don't know that?
Oh, dude, no one put mine on.
Makes you invisible.
Oh, it does.
Oh, shit. I don't have sunglasses.
Mine are on now. Feel
Alex,
way
I'm pretty
better.
sure this is the first time you haven't worn sunglasses during a podcast.
Director's shot.
I can go get mine.
Yeah, please.
And we're back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. You're
No,
gone
we're
so
back.
long,
You're back.
crickets-
We were already
crickets
here.
showed up.
Anyway.
Well, let's jump into it.
What? Wow. Let's jump into it. All right, Colb Star. Oh, wait, we didn't introduce Colby. Colby is on the
shit.
podcast today, everybody.
Hey, Colby.
Hi.
Where's your sunglasses?
I didn't get the memo,
No,
guys.
we didn't get the memo.
Fresh, okay.
Wow. See, I can't reach the buttons, but whatever.
We didn't label all of them, so it's kind of a kind of a guess.
Shit show.
I appreciate
You should
being
have guessed
here.
what yellow
First time listener, long time caller.
Oh. Wait, what?
First time caller, long time listener.
Oh, yeah, that's...
There we go. Yeah. And where are you calling in from today,
Yeah.
Colby?
I'm calling in from Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Beautiful
How's the
area
weather?
up there.
It's gorgeous.
All right.
Well-
Well, Colby, if you're not familiar with it, listeners, which you're probably not because we've never talked about him before.
Yeah, no, he's new.
He's a.
I mean, not new. He's been around.
He's been around for like a year now,
Yes.
helping out with the
With a lot of things.
a lot of things.
Financial stuff, because we need that. We got, what else? We got BTS photos now.
General organization. of the
General
company.
organization. We taught him how to be an AD. What a lot of things. He's like a
Yeah.
Well, here at Reelbros, we already talked about this in other podcasts. We'd like to be multi-tools, so we're building multi-tools over here. A Swiss Army knife, except you're not Swiss. What are you? Italian Army knife?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Italian, Polish, Russian, Hungarian.
Oh, okay. That's too many knives. Just pick one.
It's a lot of knives.
Well, what's our? I guess I'll just jump right into it.
What's on the agenda
The agenda.
So, yeah, let's, with 2019 having just wrapped up, kind of talk about maybe a favorite project of the year.
Favorite project of the year. I don't know. Based on what? In a person opinion based?
Yeah, just
Not a table based, group based thing. I don't know. What is the favorite project we did?
I think one of the more surreal ones was the Coyotes.
Yeah, that was lit.
Both what we were filming and what we were filming with. The
bolt.
getting to use that bolt for the first time, seeing that at NAB for years in college,
The first bolt in the NHL.
and
That's
never
sick.
would have thought the first time we got to put that on a production.
No. Which was
It would be
really
with them.
cool.
Yeah.
I think it was fun. It actually wasn't as difficult. I mean, there was a good team behind it, controlling it.
Shout out Modern Studios.
Yep.
Yes.
Modern Studios came out, helped us out with that. It was awesome. That was fun because now we can go to the games. We can watch the shots on TV and on
Yeah,
the
I just
board.
went there like 5 days ago.
Yeah, people
The
are
game
all-
on Sunday.
Yeah, I think that was really cool. I think that was like that's like the first. That would be our first like on commercial, like on air
Yeah.
shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
There was a few that were shot before that. They just
haven't
come out yet.
not yet. Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming soon. They're coming.
They're coming slowly,
Long
but
time
surely.
after they've been filmed though.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Coyotes is cool.
Coyotes
I,
is fun.
I think for me though, that project was kind of like in a way it was awesome, but at the same time it was kind of like never meet your heroes. Because looking back on it, it's a great project in the moment though for me. there were so many aspects of it that were like, this could be done a lot better. And things that were out of our control, obviously.
Yeah.
Working with clients and other teams and stuff like that. But it's
Sneaky Big was awesome though.
Sneaky Big was great.
They were great.
There were some decisions that were made without us prior to us coming in on that project that was like, we wouldn't necessarily done it.
Granted, I don't think the people there realized how much of an influence we were going to be until it actually.
Yeah.
They showed up and seen how much work was ahead of us.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily we were there because we always get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's
Shout out
some
to us.
people there that were just inexperienced in a way of being on set like that, which is totally fine because it's kind of our jobs in a way to
Bring excitement.
bring excitement and bring the knowledge and stuff to what things should be, how they should be done on a production, right?
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, kind of just teaching the client how we can make your life easier in a way, but doing it right at the same time.
That's true.
It's true. It is true.
That's facts.
There we go.
That's facts.
Getting better.
My favorite, which was wait, did you say what's your favorite? No, you
No.
didn't. What was it?
Mine was, oh man,
I mean, I don't.
the Coyotes is a strong component
It is.
for it. My favorite, oh god, this is a tough one because we did so much this last year though.
I have a close runner-up.
Oh wow, Brandon's got two
Wow,
over
here
here.
you go. All right, well,
Jeez.
lay it on.
All right, take the
Actually,
mic.
you know what? I'm thinking about it. Like, this was probably because I remember being on set on this one and I was like, so excited. I was talking to you guys about this. Backcountry hunters and anglers.
Yeah, that was a fun one
Yeah.
because you get to travel. Well, we were just all in Arizona, which was awesome, but it was like super. That was the first time camping with a client.
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
That was really cool.
That was weird. I mean, it's not weird, but it's sick because we just wake up and start shooting.
Yeah.
Everybody's there. There's no waiting for anybody.
You don't
Nobody's
have to worry
late.
about not catching the light too. We were sitting right where we're gonna shoot.
Yeah, it was
So.
sick.
Yeah,
We set up the cable
was really
cam the night
fun.
before.
yeah.
was fun.
That would probably be that's probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Is that what you were gonna say?
It's ironic because it's like one of the most recent ones we've worked on, but I think it was as we got to camp and we got to go all over an adventure and we were shooting a lot of handheld on the Atlas Anamorphics, so it was a project that we'd talked about since we started of like the type of stuff we wanted to film, so like outdoor adventure, story,
It was all encompassing.
narrative, all encompassing.
We got to shoot on awesome cameras, amazing lenses.
Yeah. And I think it came at a time where there was a lot of like stress and a lot of other things going on outside of our control. And it was a good like break or trip out of the office for a few days to just focus solely on shooting the project and telling that story and then also just enjoying what our home state Arizona has to offer.
Yeah, no
So
doubt.
that's probably my favorite one because it combined a lot of things that we enjoy, like the outdoors, adventure, filmmaking, all into one project, and it was a very low stress project.
Yeah.
First time I ate wild game too.
Oh, what was it? Quail?
Quail,
And some
deer.
deer.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a cool project.
Yeah.
It was an awesome project.
And then
With
that was
great
for
people.
that was for a good cause as well, too.
Yeah.
Because it was a nonprofit organization, which is really cool. And they have a big following. What's the largest nonprofit for land conservation?
Yeah.
Fastest growing
Fastest growing,
in
sorry.
North America.
That's still sick.
No, they do.
It's like every state but like one right now. I don't know which one it was.
They do awesome work, and hopefully we'll link
Continue
up with
to do
them in
so.
the coming year to tell more great stories around the U.S. and North America.
Definitely. I don't know. I don't know what's my favorite one. I got a lot. I love all of our projects, right? It's just some of them are unique
Well,
in
if
the
we're
way
gonna
of
ask
who
our
we're working
favorite,
with.
if we're gonna dabble in our favorite,
I
what's our
know.
least?
Well, wait. I
Does
haven't said
anybody
my
wanna say
favorite.
that? Oh, sorry, John.
Yeah. What the heck?
I thought you were in agreement to
Just useless
backcountry.
here. Oh well, yeah. No, that was good.
Okay. We'll
I don't
proceed.
know. I think actually it's probably Arizona Coyotes. I mean, that was sick
It was awesome.
because I played hockey my whole life. Colby played hockey, so like it was kind of a cool thing to be like, okay, I'm shooting, their media stuff for the entire year, and it's like going to be played on TV. It's going to be played at the
surreal.
games,
Especially when we're
and we
at the
watch
game.
them. I think
Every
it's
time
just
I go to the
sick.
game, I've been to like 4 games
Yeah,
since
it's
it
sick.
came out, and every time it takes up a good
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
I think the
The whole
Coyotes is
game. It's
awesome.
awesome.
The Coyotes, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wanna do it again.
Because we controlled everything in that production, and made it happen, which is super satisfying. But we did a lot of testing too. We did a lot of testing this year.
Lot.
We got a lot of new gear. If you already watched, you probably know. But we got a lot of new gear, and we tested like weekly on
Yep.
stuff. So we had like,
Every week.
the boats. We did the boating stuff.
That
Wake me
was
in the
a lot of
morning.
fun.
That was sick. Rented a boat, went out, put the block arm on the boat, Ronin 2, the new ingenue that we got, and just shot. That was super sweet. Got a lot of good stuff out of that. What the heck else did we test? We tested motor crane, obviously. We've been working on that for a while, you know, just seeing what works the best, what team, who's doing what, you know, like is Brandon doing the arm, how's that team work? And I think we've got it down now
Yeah.
to what we like. So
I think the
been fun.
drifting stuff has been like a big, you know, turn point for us in the motor,
Yeah.
in the pursuit stuff. It's
Yeah.
taught us a lot.
For sure.
Yeah.
And
Quick
the people
movements.
seem to love it.
Oh yeah.
The Desert Mayhan was the most fun. That was sick.
Yeah.
The most
And
recent
that's the
drift
hard,
stuff.
that's some of the hardest stuff to track.
Yeah.
With like an arm car like that.
Yeah. So like doing car commercials like Chevy or Ford or whatever, those are going to be a breeze. Because those are always like nice, easy, smooth little shots. But no, that was fun. Oh, and then we went to Apex. Apex was sick when we trained with the motor crane there too. So like that was like our first on track. So it was like the drifting stuff we can't really go on track necessarily. We did once.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, with the block arm.
in Tucson
Oh, we did.
for
Yeah.
Vet Adrenaline.
In Tucson, we did.
Yeah, with Tucson we did with the Land Rover because we could go off road, but we can't really keep up with those guys because those guys are just cooking, you know. So Apex was like the first time we were able to test the motor crane on track, like fully swinging around, no problem, and just track all those awesome cars. So that was a lot of fun.
And I think the motor crane really came into itself on the track where you could actually swing it around and
Well, I think we learned how to like actually push it then.
push it. Yeah.
Turned up all the speeds, everything, just cranked it. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, we did a lot of testing. Oh yeah, that was the first time we used a motor crane base for our coffee turntable too.
Yeah.
We needed a
with
way
it.
of spinning coffee. That was pretty funny though.
There's a lot of creative fucking ways of using stuff how it's not necessarily intended to be used this year
And
to make shots happen.
What else did we do with it? We flipped it upside down and
Yeah,
hung it in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, before we went with the bolt arm, we almost went with the motor crane arm.
Yep.
Poor man's jitty jib.
Well, because they're
not a poor,
poor
man.
man's jitty-jib.
Not a poor man.
not a poor man. Really. kind of, but compared to it.
Compared,
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were trying. It was a budget thing. They were like, well, I don't know if we can get a bolt in here. I'm like, well, let's try flipping up. You know, put the motor crane ups on the ceiling and see what we can spin around them and get a cool shot. It would have worked totally.
Yeah.
Oh,
was-
we made
it
it
was
work
sick.
for sure.
But the bolt was definitely better in the aspect of what they needed.
Yeah.
Yep.
They needed a lot more shots than we thought they were going to need. So that was cool. Oh,
All right. What's next?
Well, does anybody want to talk about their least favorite?
oh.
Did anybody have like a damn? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad every project happened, but was there any point where you're like, fuck this shit?
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
I can't remember.
I think 2019 was we've talked about it a lot, is like learning who you want to work for and who you want to work with on projects.
Yeah.
And who you don't want to, and like the importance of that for not only like your own emotions and your own creative, but also it's just not worth it in some cases.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people resist ideas and stuff like that. So I would say some of the soccer camp stuff that we did this year was the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with an experience of the client having knowledge of how things work. And so with
It's tough.
that, we're used to that organization, that the knowing of how clients should kind of work with us. And that made it
Yeah.
difficult because they didn't. So it was just a clusterfuck in a sense of there was no direction.
Yeah,
They thought they had a direction, but there is no direction. So it
Yeah.
kind of really confused us. And there was no way for us to really be creative in a sense to make them something that they really wanted. And we did actually have a pitch, but they don't want that. It's just strange. It comes down to people not knowing what they want for their brand, what they need, and communicating that correctly.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just sad. It was unfortunate because it was a big organization,
Yeah, I mean, it would have been
And-
super fun to do.
and there was huge opportunities creatively and just reach wise with their content to create some amazing stuff for them. And they just fought it so hard along the entire process that it was no longer worth it for both parties to pursue that relationship anymore, and we had to part ways with it.
Yeah, it didn't have anything to do with
Yeah.
paying either. I mean, the budgets were fine. It was just not really necessarily. I mean,
Alright.
yes, I guess the budgets could have been different. Obviously, they always could be.
Yeah.
But it wasn't horrible. It's not like we were getting
Yeah, they
$500 to go out there at all.
Yeah.
It was much better than that. It's just the money wasn't it wasn't worth it because it was just so much more work.
It was so much. bickering,
Headaches.
and headache. It was a lot of headaches, and I think that was a huge learning
I think that was another one.
point for us this year. Is just that sometimes the headaches are not.
Well, yeah, we got rid of a few clients that we didn't
worth
like
it.
working with.
Yeah.
I think it's more or less of
We just didn't
not-
share the same vision, I think, is
Yeah,
what it comes down to.
yeah, it
And
is.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's not
Like, at all.
It happens all the time, and you got to know when to stop doing it. You know what I mean?
We're not for everybody.
Right.
And everybody's not for us.
Yeah,
Yep.
It
exactly.
goes both ways.
Definitely.
No doubt. So that was a good learning point, major learning point, because that opened up a lot of time for us to really focus on what we really want to do
Yeah.
and who we really want to work with. Because now I feel like we know who we want to work with, which is fine, which is awesome. You know.
Yeah,
So-
we changed our scope and our efforts, and we put our efforts and that hard work we were putting into clients that weren't really giving back to us, like in the way that we were giving back to them.
Right.
We put it into, like, say, testing our equipment, our new equipment, like getting better with that, especially with all the running parts that are going on now with the stuff that we have. It's a lot more complicated than just showing up with sticks and a camera.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Colby, what did you see? What was your project that, first of all, you liked on your perspective? Because last year was like the first time you being kind of in a production company or in that area, right? So what do you think was your favorite project and what was your worst?
Well, I'll say my favorite project was the first one that I was able to join you guys on, which was Dino Fight Night.
Oh, yeah, Dino Fight Night. Throwback.
And
Man.
I just
Yeah, that was
I
actually crazy,
saw
though.
the true definition of production life. You know,
Yeah.
you guys getting in at whatever it was, driving through the night to get back here, and
Oh, yeah, because we came from Vegas off another job.
Man, us three flew back, and then Chance drove the car back.
Yes.
And
It was the same night.
We flew in, got to this. We didn't sleep at all.
No, we did not sleep.
Chance drove straight through. He
And we
slept for like an hour in the car.
And then we had a team here drive all of the gear to the event, get it kind of laid out.
yeah, and that was
Have the dinosaurs here as well.
Yeah.
Because we had to get a trailer to get the dinosaurs here.
Yep.
But that was sick.
yeah, it
Tim
was-
and Colby are the ones.
Tim
that,
and Colby were
yeah,
here.
and I was kind of expecting to come into that just like watching you guys work and shadow you, not be like, oh hey, yeah, you're gonna show up here at 4 a.m., take all of our gear for us and set it up at the arena. But
Just so you know, we put trust in you to do that. Like
There's
if that stuff didn't show up, we would have been screwed.
But there's no other way to learn.
Exactly. You got to get down and dirty with it.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll tell you, like, I mean, people in this industry know it's like 75% moving cases, 25% shooting.
Basically, that
Yeah.
literally is what.
it was literally getting thrown right into the mix. I don't want to say it wasn't any training because that's obviously happened over the course of this past year, but just getting right into it, and then watching you guys work, and then trying to help you like go back and forth, while you guys haven't slept in like 30 hours probably.
Yeah.
And, just trying to scramble like right as the show's getting started to get the camera set up. Because
And then you get that high when you're
Yeah,
shooting
it's
it
just-
and everything came together, and it's just like
everything was just happening so fast, and then,
Everyone's laughing,
and
it's
then
a
we
good
get
time.
it, and then we get it, the camera up and running, and flying the pterodactyl back and forth on the cable cam,
And then dropping T-shirts. And
dropping T-shirts on people.
that was a wild. That was actually, now that I think of it, that's pretty wild to just kind of throw them into, because that was just, no one's ever flown dinosaurs and flown
Hey, he
cable
wanted
cams
it.
and
He
cameras at the
wanted
same
it.
time.
Yeah, no,
No,
Colby
yeah,
asked for it.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
That's how
So
you
that
do
was-
it.
But dude, you've come so far since then.
Oh,
Like
no doubt.
the amount of independence and growth that you've accomplished in this amount of time with us, and the dedication you've put into us every day. It's like
Yes, we appreciate
it's
it.
shown, and
Well, it's
I
easy.
mean-
It's easy when you find something you love like this, and a group of good guys to work with that are great teachers. Shout out Reelbros.
Yeah. Cheers.
That's facts.
Oh.
That's facts. That's facts.
That's how we like to teach people here. We just throw you in the mix and go swim.
See what you got.
swim.
Throw you in the deep end, swim.
Shred.
But I'll kind of piggyback off maybe one of the more difficult projects I think, mostly in watching you guys and really just kind of seeing how it works, is the soccer project. How many freaking revisions it took.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what the worst part.
But
was.
ridiculous revisions, and you saw that.
ridiculous revisions,
Yeah.
and it was just tweak this a little bit more here, or up the exposure a little bit on this frame, like just the most ridiculous things back and forth for however many freaking months after the
Half a
project was
year.
shot. Yeah, it had to be at least.
It
half a
was.
year.
I think the revisions were ridiculous for the amount that they were paying us. It's
Well,
not ridiculous if the client's
no,
paying for those revisions.
Exactly.
We weren't
Revisions
creating-
don't bother us
Correct.
as long
It
as our
was
time is
different.
being worth
But
it.
we also, I think in that case, it was our second year working with them, And after the first year, at the start of 2019, we had given them criteria to continue working with us based on our past experience over 2018. And one of the key components in that was the amount of revisions managing your vision for the project and how many times you want us to change stuff. Like that was one of the key components of like the agreement for us to continue working together. Yeah. And I think about 2 months in, they blatantly just ignored that. Didn't care about it anymore.
Yeah. I know.
And I think that was one of the big downfalls. But it was a frustrating client, but I mean, wish them the best moving forward.
Yeah.
It was a good experience for all parties. We could have done so much more.
There was no harm, no foul. It was not. It was. I think the person that we were working with at the soccer academy, the organization, kind of understood and knew that it was just like, because it wasn't our contact's fault. I think it was the whole team's
our contact.
Fault there.
It wasn't their fault either.
No.
I don't think it was. It was that scenario where like the information is being passed down the line, and I think information changes as you get down the line. And there was like 2 other people besides the person we had to go through to get a confirmation. It was frustrating.
Yeah, no, and there was a ton that we learned. I just kind of moved on from it, and now we know what we want to do. But I think I don't know, on like the upside of things,
we learned.
We went to the Peterbilt factory.
Yeah, we did.
I'm gonna take a right hand turn into that. That was kind of sick.
Yeah.
So we've been doing a lot of stuff for Peterbilt lately, and they're
one of our star clients.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Talk about clients and how we interact. They are on top of their stuff. Obviously, they're 10 times larger, and they've been here for a very long time, so they know exactly what they want. I mean, exactly to the T. So, which is nice.
Yeah, but that's also a client that allows you to grow with them.
Yes.
Yep.
So we got invited down to Denton, Texas, and we visited their factory down there. And how many they build? Like 127 trucks. I mean, these are semis, guys. Obviously, you know who Peterbilt is, but
every day or something.
No, it's 127 trucks. Yeah, from like 7 a.m. or I don't know. Actually, they don't shut down. It's 24 hours.
24 hours.
They run it.
The organization, the precision in there was just jaw dropping.
Oh, you walk around because we went through the entire.
And they had
thing.
some rare trucks in there. What like one of the six? They had one model that was the first one ever made in there.
Yes, that white one. Yeah, I think we have a picture of it on Instagram. And there was one that was like
the 6th one.
Yeah, I believe. The 6th Peterbilt ever made from the original factory.
Yeah.
Up in
Seattle.
Cool.
Yeah. So now they just sit there and they're.
That was cool.
It's the first thing you see when you walk in. We walked around the whole thing. We saw literally from engine. How many millions of parts get delivered a day? There's robots driving all over the place on magnetic strips. It's really cool. Yeah. They're moving motors around, dropping it in. Oh, how they flip the chassis was sick. They like roll it.
That was really dope. Cool.
Anyway, we literally saw a truck with a frame with no wheels go in. And then we saw a truck roll out, brand new, turned on. Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Super cool privilege. I just had a John moment there.
Oh, wow.
That's super cool privilege to be able to see that factory, though.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people get to do that. And it shows that we're getting to grow with them and expand, and they value our insight and what we bring to the table, and we value them as a client.
They trust that we can get it done, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of trucks, we built our truck this year.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking Landy, dude.
Loretta the Landy.
I think we never, and shout out
Alex and Chance for grinding that one through.
Yeah. We built that thing. What did we do? It was sitting on the bags blew out, typical Land Rover style.
Yep.
And nothing was really working. I'm pretty sure a homeless man was sleeping in it. Actually, I think we know as a fact a homeless man was sleeping in it.
Confirmed homeless man sleeping in our truck.
Yep.
Somebody had tried to steal it. There was a
There was a stop sign in there.
There was a stop sign.
Yeah.
For some reason.
And a lot of ashes.
Asses?
Ashes.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
selective hearing.
We took that thing, we turned it around, we made her a big black beauty.
Yes, we did.
So we got lift kit on it, wheels, tires. I cleaned the engine bay, which was nice, looking all pretty. Didn't really do much to the front. Oh, we added 2 batteries to it. Yeah, we're still building out the interior for the monitors and stuff.
Now
but
I finally have a seat in the back.
Yes, we did the Spark Go Racing seat in the rear. Shout out Dalton.
Dalton. Thank you, Dalton.
Thanks for letting us borrow that and kind of specking that out. Now we know what we need. But that was sick. So I think that thing's evolved. Oh, the rack has been awesome. Yeah, that thing has just been an all around workhorse, dude. It's been sick.
The amount of gear that we can fit in that thing.
Yeah, it's all insane.
Never ceases.
And then still drive a full crew around.
Yeah. Yes.
It's nutty.
Yeah, no, it sucks at gas. I'm pretty sure it gets 10 miles a gallon.
Oh, probably.
If that.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome, so that's cool.
So
We got our cars wrapped this year too. Color Bomb wrapped our cars.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. That was
Before
lit.
the summer.
We got a sponsor from Variant Wheels too. So the BMW and the Audi got some wheels, some new kicks.
Yeah.
Shout out Variant. That was lit. That was really cool.
Busy year.
Yeah, it's been a lot of cool people that I think have been recognizing what we've doing and what I think they just see how I would say much like they see how much of a passion that we have for this and how what we're trying to do with it. You know?
Yeah.
I think they see that in the, you know, I guess maybe in themselves. And that's why people want to like kind of help and work out with us and kind of bounce back and forth. Yeah. Right? That makes sense. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I'll say we're over 2 years now in business, and I think now we are just starting to see relationships and opportunities come to us.
Yeah.
That are a process of work that started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I think like we run into people all the time at car shows or on the street or that see us and they're like, oh, the Reelbros.
Yeah,
or they see like a shirt or a hat. Oh, the Reelbros. And they listen to the podcast and then they watch all our stuff and watch all the BTS and stuff. And I think that's something that has taken us 2 years to create and grow into.
And it's grown a lot faster than I would have anticipated.
Speaking
I think
of car
we all
shows.
would have anticipated. Oh,
Yeah.
car shows?
Speaking of car shows, Hot Import Night.
Oh, sheesh.
Do we want to dive into that story?
Yeah,
maybe?
well, shout out to Hagen Racing, dude.
Yes.
So what did we ask Matt? We did ask Matt.
Yeah,
I think we had the
weren't-
crane on the car. We had the crane on the Audi,
registered.
right? We had the crane on the Audi and we were just messing around. I don't know what we were doing that day, probably testing something. And then we saw that the Hot Import Night in Phoenix was that night.
Yeah.
And I knew Matt Hagen. Matt Hagen's down here. He's got crazy cars. He's known for
Shout out
doing
Matt.
crazy stuff. So it's awesome. But I called him. He's been my buddy for a while now. My freshman year of college, down at ASU. But I gave him a call. I'm like, hey Matt, I got the crane on the car. Can we, do you think you have any space in your booth? We can get. He's like, yeah, let's
definitely got
let's do
space.
it. Let's do it. So we drove it up there. Got to the venue. Didn't know.
We woke up that morning.
Oh, and what?
We went to the gas station. Yeah, because we picked up a bagel. Remember, it was
shit.
Hagen's.
My car was empty.
Yeah, your car was empty. You're like, oh, I gotta get gas real quick. So we stopped at the gas station. We're late because of that. Filled up the tank completely, and then we show up to the show. Hey man, you can't come in here with the
You
full
have to have a
tank.
quarter
You have to have
tank.
a quarter or less.
Oh, what a dick.
Fire
dude.
department, they're not gonna let you.
Literally filled that thing up like 15 minutes before we got there.
Yep.
And they were like, well, we can't get in. Fuck. So us being real bros, we're like, we're not giving up on this. I'm getting the car in there because we didn't really pay to get in.
And it's
to
blazing
be in
hot
the show.
outside. It's the middle of summer.
Holy shit, it was so hot.
We didn't even register the car for
No,
the show.
not registered
That's
at
what was
all.
great. We just rolled up and they were like, this seems legit enough.
Yep.
You can come
It was
in.
like all decked out.
So we go into like a Google search, like looking
For
for
the
how
Audi.
to get this gas out on his car.
we wanted to siphon it straight out of the gas
But
tank.
it's a German car,
Well,
so it's not
yeah,
gonna be
So you
easy.
can't.
yeah.
So we realized we couldn't do that.
After we had bought the tanks already to and the
Correct.
siphon to get
oh,
it
yeah.
out.
At Walmart.
So
oh, my
this is the
God.
crazy thing. Yeah, we're in the Walmart
Yes.
parking lot in Scottsdale trying to siphon it out, and
Yes.
we call it quits. So we're putting it away, and we're driving up, and we see these people pushing their car off the street.
That was a girl.
Yeah, with like two other people that were helping her. And we're like, hey, do you need gas by chance? Is it a gas issue? She's like, yeah, I ran out of gas. And you're like, we're not going to believe this, but we have a full tank of gas, and we're trying to get rid of it. We have to siphon it out of the car real quick. And it was the weirdest thing.
Well, we couldn't
And
siphon it, so we went to the gas station. We just brought our brand new
Yeah.
tanks, filled those up, and helped her out.
Yep.
So that was really weird. The odds of that happening just blows my mind. I can't.
And then we got a nice bottle of tequila.
oh yeah, she sells tequila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! She
Wasn't
tells
that crazy, Dan?
Yes, and then she gave us a bottle of tequila for giving her
Yeah.
gas. How
pretty funny.
cool is that? Anyway, so then we're like, well, we're screwed, and I don't know what happened, but we went to Alex's house. We're like, we're gonna figure this out.
No, I knew from working in the auto industry that
Yeah.
we could siphon it out of the fuel pump.
Oh my
In
god!
the back seat.
So we went to Alex's house, drove the car there, took out my back seat.
And then I hooked
And-
up some line to
Yeah.
his fuel pump.
Oh my god!
And
It was
there's,
the primer
The
pump.
show starts in an hour
It was
at
the
this point.
Yeah, it was an hour. It was a primer pump, right? So whenever I press my ignition before turning the car on, it primes the engine.
It would squirt out a little bit of gas.
Yeah, like probably, I don't know, a cup of fuel
Yeah.
or something like that.
So we sat there for probably 30 minutes and we hit that button probably
over 100
50 times
over
at
a-
least.
over 100
over 100 times, no
to
doubt.
get
I'm sitting there like fucking
this
just
to pump out a full tank of gas to just enough to where when we drove to the show, we'd be under a quarter and could drive in. And we had a timetable. It was like 3 o'clock. Like if you don't get here by 3 o'clock, they're not going to let you in.
Yeah, and we're screwed or something.
So John's just clicking this damn button.
I'm clicking.
like
I'm
he's
just
going-
sitting there. I'm dying because we're just getting fumigated in the car. We're just like,
I'm pretty sure you got carpal tunnel from that day, dude.
yeah, my finger was just completely crooked and like bent the rest of the week. But yeah, we're just pressing it and it would just spew out, spew. And we put it into a giant, was it like a clear? Oh, it was a water bottle.
A big water
Big
bottle.
water jug.
Yeah.
Yep.
And hey, guess what? We got it down. Except my fuel gauge was fucked for like a while.
It
How did I fix that? Did I go to Audi and fix that?
No, it didn't know what was going on. No, it just reset.
Oh, it reset after like a week. Yeah, it was messed up. I thought it was full and it was totally empty. So we were totally driving on what we thought was like a quarter of a tank, which it was technically.
It was, yeah.
But we didn't know how much
No,
gas
it was after
actually
you
in it.
filled it is when it had the issue, right?
Yeah.
So
Right
you'd have a
when we
full
emptied
tank,
it.
but it wouldn't tell you that.
Yeah, correct. It
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
I don't
And
know.
it
That
would
was crazy.
slowly.
But anyways,
yeah.
We got in the show.
We
Oh,
rolled
shit, the
in.
story's still
we
going
were
on.
like the last car to roll into
Last
the
car.
show.
So it was kind of cool. It was like
and
high
broke
beast.
everybody's necks
Yeah.
coming in with the crane.
It was hard to kind of maneuver
As
it in
per
there.
usual.
Yeah,
And
per
then
usual.
We had a great time, and then we ended up taking home an award.
Well, no,
This
it
was
was
the best
before
part.
that. It was, yeah, we were in Matt's booth, and we're like, Matt comes up, he's like, we're about to take all these trophies home. We're about to take all these trophies.
Yeah.
So we go in there, it's like, oh yeah, dude, let's try to get an award. We're like, nah, that's a joke. That's
Yeah.
funny. And then Matt cancels the car. He's like, no, here, do it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no. So what happened is we were setting up the sumo because that came a little later,
Oh yeah.
and the judges came over and they're like, "Is this car even in? Is this car in here?"
Do you want this judge?
And we're like, "No." And they're like, "Do you guys want to?"
Yeah.
And we're
they
like,
gave us- that's
"Yeah."
right. Yeah. So,
So
we got a
yeah, we
card
filled
from
it out,
Matt.
and hey, we took home. What was it again?
But wait,
Best in-car entertainment.
best in-car
Yo,
entertainment.
best ice. Yeah.
Ooh, best ice. They called our name. I
Icy.
thought it was a joke.
So now we have an award.
Nobody clapped because the best
Everyone was
ice.
salty.
I'm pretty sure is like a pretty decent award because a lot of the truck guys out there do
Oh, yeah.
big time like in car entertainment. I mean, spend thousands and thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. I mean, we kind of do too, but
Fuck that. I mean, come on.
we definitely do. But so when someone said when the announcer was like, "Oh, Reelbros for best ice," everyone was just fucking
Silent.
quiet. They were like,
It was crickets.
It was awkward as shit. We made
Oh,
John go get the award.
I got the
And then if it couldn't get any weirder, at this show, the judge called it he didn't call it an Audi. He called it a Porsche.
Yeah.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah, as
with
if-
the Porsche camera car."
Yeah.
Oh, sick! What? That's okay. No,
We're like, it's
not
an
it.
Audi
Yeah,
from the
dude.
back.
Yeah. Then Matt pulls home like 4 awards. So the crew got a lot of awards that night. That was
It
good.
was a good day.
Yeah. So that's pretty funny. I think that's the first motor crane to win an award in a car show.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely.
And now we just take it to car shows all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Awesome. So speaking of Matt Hagen, do you want to talk about the little collab we did with?
Oh shit!
One
what
thing
a
leads
good,
to another.
yeah,
Let's
that
go.
was a-
Talk about the Lambo.
Oh sheesh! This is
Lamborghini
like
Camera
I
phone.
think this 100% was.
Broke
This
the
was the
internet.
biggest hated thing that we've ever done.
Oh, I'm so glad we're getting a chance to talk about this because everything else has been through comments.
I know. Fuck those
And
comments.
It was just
Goddamn
one
haters.
I couldn't believe that no one understood why we did it.
Anyway, so
Can I run to the bathroom real quick?
yeah. Colby, what are we talking about? Lamborghini?
Yeah. So the project that we did with Matt Hagen and his Lamborghini. that
Yes.
he's got, the little collab.
That was sick. And the most hated project of 2019 from the Real Bros.
Break the internet.
So yeah, the idea of that, first of all, was like, well, the idea of the motor crane is, can you put it on anything? Or
Fucking anything.
fucking anything.
You can put it on fucking.
Fucking
It
anything.
mounts to fucking anything.
So when we hear that, we're like, okay, mounts to fucking anything. Well, I've got a friend who likes to really do cool shit with his cars. Can we put a motor crane on a Lamborghini?
Murcielago.
Liberty Walk kit.
Wide body.
21st one in the world. Anyway, very fucking cool car. So we called Matt. Like, hey, Matt. I texted him. I was like, hey, Matt, you think we can, I've got a crazy idea. Are you down? He's like, oh, okay, let me hear it. So can we put the motor crane on the Lamborghini? And he goes, yeah, I don't care. Let's do it. That's sick. How do you mount it? I'm like, oh, we suction cup it. He's like, sick. So we set a date. And we're like, all right, let's just bring the crane over to his house, roll the motor crane, or roll the Lamborghini out, and see if we can make it happen. We didn't realize how small that roof was when we got there, though. We got there, unloaded all the gear. We're like, hey, man, let's do this. So mounted the suction cups up. It took a while to mount that up. to figure out like where the safest spot's gonna be because it's so angled like forward and it's tiny. It's a lot tinier than I thought.
Yeah. We did it twice actually to get it right.
Twice, yes, we rigged it twice. We did, but
But
that was sick. But the whole idea was a publicity stunt. It was.
The entire time we were doing it too. We did not post anything to social media.
No,
it was
nobody
a social media blackout.
Yes, but we did it and it was Jesus. It was nuts.
It was awesome.
Anyway, yeah, it was a publicity stunt. Everyone's like, "Why would you do that? Where's the AC gonna sit? Where's the head operator gonna? That's not practical. No shit. No shit.
Well, look
It's
how many of you were talking
it
about
doesn't-
it. Look at all you people
Yeah.
sharing our
Where's-
name. Look
where's
at
your
all that-
Lamborghini?
Where's your ats?
Where's your Lamborghini? Where's your motor crane on your Lamborghini? No, nowhere. That's what I thought. The only reason we did it was because we could do it, and that's why. It had nothing to do with real life situation stuff, except now that we're actually trying to figure out if we can weld it to it. But anyway,
Yeah,
that's a different story.
no, it was fun because we took photos and video of it, and we dropped photos the first
day, and everyone's like,
And we literally within
"It's not real."
we tagged a bunch of people with the photos, and then literally within first 30 minutes, it was taking off.
You know the funny thing is, we pissed off some of the biggest pursuit companies out there too.
But with
Yeah, they were like, "Where's the AC gonna sit?" And we're like, "Chase Lamborghini."
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah. Everyone's like, "Where do they sit?" I'm like, "Well, you got 3 other Lamborghinis chasing you around wirelessly. What do you mean? What do you mean?"
It was a fun day of being
Obvious.
seen. But we posted the photos the first day, and then everybody's like, "Oh, this is photoshopped.
That's stupid.
It's not real. It's photoshopped." So the next day,
And we got from
Why
that
do you-
someone 1-starred us on Google reviews
Oh my fuck, that guy. Whoever you are,
saying
I'm not gonna be mean.
saying we photoshopped the Lamborghini thing.
but then
That's
we
trolls.
dropped the video.
he gave
of
us
it
2
actually-
1-star reviews.
Actually running
You
down.
know the greatest thing though with our supporters though is that kid or whoever the hell he was, little troller thing. Your little fuck you. We got 5-star reviews because we posted. I think I posted a thing on Facebook. I'm like, this kid gave us 1-star review because we did something cool, and then all of a sudden we started getting 5-star reviews from all of it. I'm like, okay, so everybody, thank you for that. That
Yeah,
was awesome.
appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck the haters.
Yeah.
Haters means you're doing something right.
No, for sure. Anyway, so we got what over 1 million and something, 1.5 million impressions,
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of likes. I got reposted all over the place. That was the point, and we gained probably, I don't know, 1,000 followers from it.
Yeah, and we still have people that come up to us till this day, and they're like, "You guys have the Lamborghini Camera car."
Yeah, exactly.
And that was fucking great.
The whole point of it, everybody, was for fun. We weren't doing it for seriousness.
Yeah,
That's
we showed
ridiculous.
when we showed up to Apex Track, one of the guys was like, "Hey, I think I saw this on a Lamborghini one time. Is that the same thing?" And we're like, "Yeah, that was us."
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so it was all good fun. Something for us to just do on the weekend. Literally just do it. So
Yeah.
that was done. That was kind of fun. So I guess we're the only motor crane
Probably
on
some
a
more.
Lamborghini so far.
There's more stuff coming in 2020. It's probably gonna be like that.
Yeah, most likely.
Hopefully.
Just because.
Yeah. It's fun. Why not?
Oh my gosh.
So talking about some learning experiences and everything from 2019, you want to talk about the 128 gig cards
Oh my
that you
god.
got from Wish, John?
Okay. God damn it. So
I
my
love this
ass,
story.
when Wish was going about, I mean, you look at it, you're like, okay, it's kind of cool. It's like $5 for like, like, I don't even know.
Yeah, if you don't do your DD,
$5
it's
for a
cool.
camera. Yeah, no, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't really. I just wanted to try it. Okay, so I saw Wish. I'm one of those guys that got sucked in on the.
You just wanted to come
Instagram
into the
ad.
office and flex.
That's true. So I was like, dudes, I saw on my app, I was like, memory cards. There's like 128 gig for like, I don't even know. There's like
What
They were like $8
15
a
of them.
piece.
What were they? SanDisk Pros?
SanDisk Pros,
He's like, yeah,
U3s, 128 gigs. Those are like what, $80 or $70 in the store or something like that?
Yeah.
$70.
He's like, they're $8 a piece, dude. And
$8 a
I
piece,
bought them
dude.
already. I didn't even think. I
I
just
got
bought them.
20 of them, dude. I bought 20. So I bought 20. Wish finally I get them. They look literally identical. They feel identical.
No.
Yes, they do. Anyway, we plug them in. They work. Do they not work? They don't work with the 4K cameras.
They're probably not the speed that they actually say they
Yes, but no, they you can put files on them. Anyway, it
and
was a
they're-
bust.
and
How many? I spent
and
like
they're not-
$38 or $40
they're not
on
the
these
size
cards,
they say.
and they were totally fake. And so we have a bunch of fake
What's
ass
the
cards.
brand on them?
It's it's freaking I don't know what's the I don't know
Alex is
the
looking.
normal brand Why do we still have them? I can't even believe you're pointing those out. Like, oh, I know where they are. Those are useless. We need to throw them away. Because if those get mixed up, actually, I'm pretty sure we have like a yellow X on them or something. We don't really need to look for them. God damn it. Why do we have these in the kit still? Why are they labeled?
Because we're going to use them for BTS photos.
They're the black Extreme Pro.
No, they're the Kim Snot.
Oh, yeah, that's what fucked it up.
The Kim Snot
Yeah, they're supposed to be
Extreme Pro.
SanDisk. I didn't see that it said Kim Snot or whatever on it.
KIMSNOT.
But the branding on them is identical to the SanDisk. It just says Kim Snot. I didn't read that. So I got fucked
They're
by that
boonk.
one. I got boonked.
Yeah.
They're bonked.
Wish boonked me.
Wish
And now
bonked
I
you.
see this guy on YouTube or something. He just like makes money off of opening and buying Wish stuff. It's pretty funny, actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's a lot of
I can
YouTubers
relate
that
to
do
that. What?
There's a lot of YouTubers that
Oh,
do
well,
that.
that's
They're like
kinda
ordering
funny.
all the fake AirPods off
Yeah.
of Wish or something.
Yeah.
Trying them all out.
Yeah. And the cameras, I saw the camera one. That was actually pretty funny. And they're all just fucked.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
wrecked.
So, and then wrapping up 2019 here, we can talk about the most recent project where we shot with an astronaut.
We filmed.
That was the last project of 2019. That was sick.
Yeah.
We did not shoot an astronaut. We filmed
No,
an
God,
astronaut.
yeah, we did not shoot him. That's horrible. No, we were invited down to Tucson to film Mark Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mark Kelly.
and he's a man.
Well, at first we were told it's just going to be a well-known Mark. So we
Oh,
were
that's true.
We
It
were,
was
at
an
first we
email.
were like, is it going to be Marky Mark?
Yeah, I thought it was
God,
gonna
is
be
Mark Wahlberg going to be
Yeah, I
there?
thought it was gonna be Mark Wahlberg, like car commercial or something, but it totally wasn't. But it was even cooler.
Hey, yeah.
Honestly, it's fucking astronaut.
No. Yeah, for real.
So we get there. It's Mark Kelly. He was in space for over a year, or something like that, right? But he also has a twin brother, Scott
think
Kelly,
so.
who also
Yeah,
is
they're
in
both-
space. So
they're
we got
both
really
astronauts.
confused about that. We come back to the office like, wait, did we, I'm pretty like they're almost like twins, almost. It almost looks
No,
like
they
it.
are.
Oh, they are physically twins.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Physically twin. You can't just be a twin. You have to be physically a twin.
Oh, sorry, I mean a twin.
That's what mind fucked me.
Well,
though.
we
They're
get back to the
twins.
office. We're like, hey, wait, did we shoot Scott or Mark? It was definitely Mark.
But yeah, he's a Navy pilot.
He was cool.
Navy
He-
fighter pilot, astronaut, like just overall
Oh,
badass.
just nuts. Yeah. So he was cool. He was having fun. He was kind of bored because we were just driving back and forth, and he's used to like
he was
in a
whipping
ro-
around in that Jeep.
Yeah, he
I mean,
was whipping hard.
He was
At one point,
hauling.
I was sitting in the far back, obviously, in the Sparko seat in the back, but I could see him driving, and he stood up in the Jeep.
Yes, he stood up.
And then after that, immediately started grabbing our camera. Yeah, we had the crane dangled right in front of him, and he grabbed our the mat box.
tapping it, dude. It was such a skinny road. We were running the motor crane on a Land Rover, and this road was tiny. I mean, there's saguaros like literally on the edge of the road, and you hit a saguaro. I don't know what the heck would happen, but it would have been horrible. It would totally destroy the camera, probably. Yes.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so we
that's
wanted to
okay.
avoid that. So we only had minimal movement with the motor crane to be able, because in a skinny position, in a way like that, your tail also the rear of the motor crane flips, goes out too. So you only have limited room to like kind of swing around that way. But he literally touched it. We were like filming really close. We actually put the motor crane inside the back of the Jeep and like pulled out, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Killer shot.
Yeah, and so he was messing around touching it, and it was pretty funny.
I had the hell of a time pulling focus on anamorphics.
Yeah, that
on
was
a
cool.
pursuit vehicle.
Oh, we shot on the Atlases. That was cool.
Yeah,
That was fun.
but that was
Always fun to
it's-
shoot on those.
So
It's cool. It was a cool theme. They're going for like a Top Gun trailer look for that ad. And,
Yeah, that.
and we definitely
ad.
we got him some shots that are like, damn.
But we had
some
the
real shots.
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
we had our drone pilot there flying the Inspire 2.
Not to mention, we finally found a perfect configuration for our setup in the car.
Oh yeah,
That
no, it's
shit.
sick. Yeah, that was like
Completely-
Well, here's the thing. That was a
how many monitors was that? 5.
that was it.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Yeah,
That was a culmination of almost a year of ownership of the motor crane system,
Yeah.
yeah.
and so we've got it finally dialed in.
We definitely have
Like
more
really,
to do.
like really dialed in.
Like really
we
dialed
can
in.
get it really clean, really fast.
oh yeah, no, we have it dialed in on the interior stuff, but we definitely have more to do. Like we need to take. There's on the Land Rovers. There's a glass roof
we need to
on
do
the top.
we need to do some permanent installs
There's
for
a-
sure.
Yes, there's a glass roof that's the entire. So like it's and the entire thing is a glass roof. So it cracked when it
yeah.
got hit by a C-stand and shattered
then
like
John
the whole
fucked
thing.
it up even
and then
more
I
and
stood on the
stepped on it
roof and
twice.
my foot slipped through the rack, and then I almost went through the car and died, but thank God it didn't. So we need to remove that, put some, I don't know. And anyway, we still have some more modifications, but the thing is sick. Anyway, keep going.
It's beautiful
We
as
had
is.
the drone out there, and he flew it a couple times during the middle of the day, and then mainly towards the end of the day to get some gnarly shots, like hauling ass through some saguaros and stuff, and it was cool. But Mark Kelly was like, "Dude, can I fly that thing?" And we're like, "Yeah, we totally." I mean, after the production, let's
Mark
get
Kelly
through
asking us to fly the drone that we brought.
He was so excited. He was like, "Dude, I really want to fly this." We're like, "Yeah, sure. After production, we'll totally let you fly." So he eventually, at the end of the day, after we were done, we wrapped. We literally handed him the controller, and he was just flying. And he was so excited to fly this thing. He was like a little kid. I'm like, "How? You literally fly spaceships into space, and you're like freaking out over this drone." I'm like, "You fly the most expensive things that go into what?" And you're like totally hyped about this drone. I thought that was really interesting because, I mean,
John's
holy
got the
shit,
best descriptions,
he's
dude.
literally like flies $1 billion machines, and this is like, you know, a little drone, and we
Exiting
fly
the
around.
atmosphere at 17,000
Yeah,
miles
it's
an
just
hour.
I'm just flying.
That's why he's looking at our motor crane. He's like, "Oh, that's cute."
He was, yeah, I know. He was actually nervous. He was actually kind of nervous too, but he actually flew it. He was fine. Obviously, he's a fucking astronaut. He knows how to fly. a
All in
drone.
all, cool guy.
Yes, very cool guy.
Shout
that
out
was
to
a
everyone
fun,
on that set.
Yeah.
Everyone was really cool.
That was a fun last 2019 shoot.
Yeah, that was a
I
good way
think
to
that was a
wrap
good
up the year.
wrapper up.
Good way to wrap the year up.
Good way to wrap a lap.
And then Alchemy Labs called us, of course. It's our nice ongoing client we've had since the beginning. That kind of came in like literally on New Year's Day, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a 2020 project.
Yeah, I know. So, but that was good. So that was a good wrap up. All in all, I think 2019 was a really good year for Real
got
Bros
some-
in the sense
yeah.
of learning and growing and meeting the right people. I think is our biggest thing.
Yeah.
We met the right people.
We accomplished a lot of personal goals too. You know,
I agree.
Yeah.
But meeting the right people, I think that was our biggest thing we needed to happen. Because I feel like in 2019 is also when we launched Real Motion, in a sense, started the division of Real Bros, where we do, you know, all the motor crane stuff and drones and blah, 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 blah. So I think that was like a big kickoff to in that sense. You know,
Yeah.
and I think we gained a lot of different clientele from that for sure,
Well, and people
which
are starting
opened
to,
up another whole wing of doors.
people are starting to recognize quality
Yeah.
and the attention to detail and the expertise and the special.
Hold on, I have a call.
Aspects.
1 second. Hello, it's John. You motherfucker! God, I hate sales calls, dude. I really hate sales calls, and I get those all the time. It's annoying. I need to get a blocker.
Yeah. So I think
Sorry. Go.
going into 2020, we have a lot of relationships that we've formed and a lot of opportunities that are coming our way now that 2020 is going to be a very exciting year for us. And yeah, we've learned a lot the last year on both the business side of things and the camera side and a whole bunch of other stuff, relationships with clients and stuff like that. So 2020 should be a good year for us. People
Yeah.
are starting to see the movement that is Real Bros and see what we're trying to do and what we're trying to bring to,
Hey, Alex,
Not
you want
only-
to talk into the mic?
Not only the
Arizona?
industry, but Arizona.
yeah,
Yes.
Arizona.
Yes. No. So it's
But yeah, great. Well said. Well said.
cheers. No, I think 2020 visions for RB, Real Bros, and what are our goals? What everybody's just going to give one little tippet here of what we think we want to accomplish, but it doesn't matter by the end of the year, whatever.
I got one.
If you want to go first, go for it.
Let's get a car commercial.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we just missed one. Just
We
Harry
bid
missed
on
one.
a few in 2019. We were so close. Like, I
was
mean,
gonna
it
be
it was
went
a
on.
big one.
It was supposed to be due.
was really
the
big,
bid was
Chevy.
supposed to be due on a Friday, and we ended up waiting like 9 days after the bid was
Yeah,
due
it
to
was
get an
so
answer
close. It
because
was-
they were going back and forth with it. But
Yeah, that'd be mine. Is get a national TV
Yeah.
spot,
It
whether
was so close.
we're
of
almost
some
there,
sort,
dude.
yeah.
We're almost there.
National TV spot.
That was a big one.
We have the line now. You know,
Oh, it was.
we got
just got
some
a sinker.
bites last year, so
Yeah.
we just got to change our bait.
We just got to go. What's that called? Noodling. We got to noodle them, dude.
Yeah.
We freaking just grab the fish by your freaking hand. You just pull it out of the water. So no more hooking anything. I'm just grabbing them. Grab.
Noodle 'em.
Yeah, noodle.
Yeah.
Hashtag noodle.
Should we?
Oh, sorry. No, wait. That was Brandon's. Who's next?
No, that was
Oh, I thought.
mine too.
Geez, I left you out.
Wait, why do you even keep
Sorry.
copying everybody's?
No, I'm not copying. I said I want a national spot.
Oh, I definitely want a national spot.
Something that you can.
That hey, the
wanna be
fact
at
that
a
all of our
bar.
answers the same, that's like a good.
It's not the same,
that's
but
a
I
great
definitely
thing.
want it. I got
That
one
means
here.
we have the same vision.
No,
We have the
100%,
same
which is
goal
great.
going into this year.
But I do have one big goal. It might not be this year. It might not be next year. But I really want to start.
What do you want, a hanger or something?
No. Well, yes, that'd be sick as fuck. I love how everyone's just like, never mind. It's just ridiculous things that I want. But anyway, I really want to start seeing how we can support like Netflix, HBO, Hulu, that kind of stuff, and doing camera support and getting on contracts like those. Because I think this year I really want to focus on doing contract-based work. You know, maybe it's 3 weeks or a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever it is, and it's like based out of that. I think I want to try to really work on getting something like that, because I think that'd be, first of all, totally we can do it, no doubt. Because
For sure.
I don't know, we've been really well versed in all types of different productions, from live broadcast to Netflix type shows in a way, low budget films, and then a lot of commercial stuff. So I think we're ready to go. That's what I would love to try to figure out how to do. But yeah.
2020.
Well, that was good.
2020 visions.
Oops, see you later. Bye. Just kidding. What the heck? You tried to press the button, it didn't work.
no, you didn't press
Do you
it.
really want to make that the outro?
All right.
Is that really
the end?
Thanks, guys.
Yep. See ya.